Hey guys, we are back for championship week in college football season, and we have a few more AL.com picks just for you. I'm Alex McDaniel here with John Talty and Kevin Scarbinsky. Well guys, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the ACC Championship kicking off in Charlotte this week with Florida State against Georgia Tech. John, how do you see this playing out?
I think you're going to see a lot of what we've seen with Florida State in the past. Start slow, Georgia Tech maybe get out to an early lead, Twitter world starting to get excited that maybe Jameis is going to go down, and then Florida State kind of showing that resiliency we've seen all year, finding a way somehow to come back. Expect kind of maybe a 35-31 score, something like that. I expect Georgia Tech to give them a lot of problems, but I think ultimately Florida State has a little bit more to play for, and I think they're going to win that one.
So you're saying 35-31?
35-31, I think.
All right, Kevin?
That sounds pretty good. Think about how Jameis Winston is preparing for this game. Is he breaking down Georgia Tech game film? Is he looking at what he's got to do with his own receivers, working extra overtime with them? No, he's at a student conduct hearing based on an allegation from a couple of years ago. So, in other words, he and Florida State have Georgia Tech right where they want them. They are the kings of dealing with distractions. They've done it all year long. They've overcome deficits. They've overcome digging themselves in their own holes. And they managed to find a way to win every time. And I think John's right. I think this game is going to play out the same way. I think you're going to see Georgia Tech confuse them a little bit early with that option, score some points, take a lead. And in the second half, James will take over, and they will win 42-38.
42-38. All right. Well, the pick you probably have all been waiting for. The SEC Championship game kicks off in Atlanta with Alabama and Mizzou. John, where is this going to shake out?
Yeah, I think, Missouri has surprised some people in a positive way how they finished this year. They lose to Indiana early on. People think they're a mess, and then kind of finishing strong to win the SEC East. That said, I don't think there are going to be many people that are going to pick them to lose to Alabama. Alabama, again, has more to play for to get a spot into that college football playoff. Alabama rolling right now, offensively, defensively. I don't know if I'd say it's a blowout, but I think Alabama will win pretty convincingly, maybe like a 42-24 type score. I think Alabama will win and set up a big game in New Orleans against possibly Florida State.
All right, 42-24. Kevin, what about you?
Well, Alabama better take Missouri seriously. If they walk in there and think they've got the game won because they're Alabama and they're Missouri, they could get beat. Missouri will play its best game. Gary Pinkel is one of the most underrated coaches in college football. The real key is, does Matty Mock have a Stephen Garcia moment? Does he have the game of his life against Alabama? Because their running game, while it's gotten better and they've got playmakers like Marcus Murphy, they're not good enough to just line up and run the ball against Alabama. They're going to have to be balanced. Matty Mock's going to have to throw the ball well, not throw interceptions, not put his defense in bad situations. I think they'll stay close for a while, but I think Alabama gets it done 38-28.
38-28. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Be sure to let us know your picks at AL.com, and we'll catch you back here during bowl season.